Okay, Shant, let's start. I think no one has joined, so let them join. I told them yesterday at 11 o'clock, right? The class was at 11. Yes, sure. Okay, okay, I was correct. I was clear then. Okay, no issues. Let's start the class. So, okay, what we have discussed is that we want to have AWS, so VPC and everything. So, I will just gonna mention two things before starting the class. So, let me share my screen and let me explain. So, how many of you know what is CIDR and what is a subnet? So, if you guys able to understand that, then we can go further. So, let me know what is CIDR. So, anyone knows? If you guys don't know, just please say no. That's fine. Come on, guys. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Now we all know the IP address is a class of 4 bits, means 32 bits. So 2 to the power 32. So each have is having 4 values. So A dot B dot C dot D. So before CIDR, how exactly people used to divide the classes was like suppose class A, class B, and sorry, class C. So now how exactly they used to handle the IP addresses was uh, the first one is the network means which it starts. So how they used to consider is that if these BCD, so including these 2 bits, these all bits means 2 to the power of 24. 2 to the power of 24. It's all almost equal to 16 million. And class B used to divide, they consider that CD. The 16 bits of CD means 2 to the power of 16 means it almost 65,000. Sorry. And class C they used to divide. So the D value means only the D. So it will be 2 power 8 bits. So it goes to 256. So before CIDR, how exactly if someone would have asked to have some machines, means suppose I am I'm a company, a startup which needed only 200 machines, means which is having which we want 200 IPs for 200 machines, 200 IPs. Okay, now how uh, the I- the network engineers used to get these IPs, means the 200 machines for 200 IPs. So they get into category of class C. So for if you are not talking, please be on mute. So here, based on this, is a startup which need only 200 machines. They need only 200 IPs because each machine consists unique IP. So this IP means they are used to get these IPs was from the network. They used to get in they will be falling into the range of class C. So they will be getting 256 IPs. Means the 56 IPs are wasted here. Now suppose this is a okay. Now if suppose you needed 1,000 machines, means 1,000 IPs, so you fall into category of class B, where they will be allocating you 65,000 IPs, but you needed only 1,000. So the other 64,000 IPs were drained out. Like if you need only more than 66,000 IPs, then you would be falling into the class A, where you will be using 60 million IPs. So this way they were arranging the IPs. They will be giving you the IPs before. means before this CIDR comes into the picture, the class A, class B, this was the way where they were assigning the IPs to the people who were starting up the machines, how exactly the network was working before. So this way the other IPs, means here if you see 60,000 is 16 million 60,000, almost 15 million 44, more than that IPs were wasted. In 1000 IPs in class B, 64,000 IPs used to get wasted. In class C, if you need only 200, if you need only 20 also, you will fall into the category of class C. So there where you are wasting 240, 236 IPs. So this way, the IPs are used to usually is getting drained out. So what they did, they came into picture called CIDR, classless inter-domain routing. Where they did was, so here like here it is a dot b dot c dot d. So here they considered, okay, it's a each one value is a bit of 8 bits. So we considering it as 2 power 32. So they calculate 2 power 32. What they did was that, suppose they considered it with a prefix, the start, range, and suffix. How many IPs you will be provided to the suffix, 2 power to the value. So suppose now I need it, they will be providing the suffix. So how they will be providing the suffix value? Suppose 192.168.0.0. And if I provide 24, so with this provide means 2 power 24. So what, how the suffix would be calculated was that, so 24, so they will be calculating 32 minus 24 equals to 8. So they will be giving you 192.168.0.0.2, suppose 2 to the power 8, 256. So up to 255 IPs they would be providing to you. 192.168.0.255. These many IPs they are giving, because 2 to the power 8 is 256. If we calculate from 198.0.0 to 198.168.0.255, these many IPs will be the ones you needed in this 2 power 8. So means 32 minus 4, it is 2 power 55. Suppose if you needed exactly 1000 IPs. Now consider 1000 IPs. So 1000 comes into the picture of what value? 2 to the power of 10. What is the 2 to the power of 10? 1024. So they will be calculating, you needed 1024. So 22. So then it will be 32 minus 22 equals to 10, which gives a value of 2 to the power of 10, where 1024 IPs. So 2 to the power of 10 will be considered. So they will be starting this range value 192.168.0.0.1, and going forward they will be giving you 192.1. So how they are going to divide 1024 divided by 256. Just do a calculation, simple.
4.
So 4 means it will be given up to 192.168.3.0 to 192.168.3.255. Why I am not taking 4 value directly? Can anyone tell me?
0 to 3.
Yeah, that's right. So these many IPs means your IP range value will be up to here. These IP range value will be up to here, means you can have these many IPs up to here, means up to 2 dot. So these many IP ranges means 1024. So if you calculate 4 into this, all many into 255, 256, you'll be getting these ranges. So this is how they actually calculated the CIDR suffix values. The prefix they considering that one, and how many ranges you needed, means if you need 1000 machines, they will be considering. So 1000 is almost equals to 2 to the power 10. So they will be considering. Suppose you need only, as I mentioned, 200 machines. So what is the nearest number? 2 to the power 8. So they will be giving the suffix value as 24, and you will be working on 32 minus 24, which is equals to 8. So it will be 2 power 8, which is equals to 256. And here there is a one catch. The first 192.168.0 is given is will be taken by your router. This value will be assigned to your router, and the last value 192.168.0.255, this will be taken by your broadcaster. So here in a 256 you will be having only 254 IPs available to your machines, whatever machines you are having. Means whatever, means suppose if it is for 250, if it is 1024, the first one will be taken by the router value, and this value will be taken by your broadcaster, 198.168 to the broadcast, so whoever has been providing you the IPs. So this is the way how CIDR has been came into the picture. So the suffix value, using this they started, means they suppose if you need to 256 machines, they will be considering it. Now you are startup, you want only 1000 machines. Now once you got more and you want to have this means what we say more values, means more IPs. So basically what they do is that they will increase your range of values. So means they will be giving 2 to the power of 12. Means suppose in they consider that okay, this startup has a range, and going forward they predict that okay, you needed only 1000 IPs right now, so going forward you may need 2000. So how you want to work it out? So what they give is that they give a pool of more than like 1000 or 2000, and they give 32 minus 20, so it will be 12. So 2 to the power 12 is actually 4096. So these many IPs will be provided to you, because if you are using 1000 and going further before thinking of the future, so they are giving you two values more so that you can have your machines. Now if you calculate 4096 divided by 5, 256, so you will be getting how many values? So another 4, 5. So that way this CIDR works. This is a logical expression. So if you have any questions, let me know, because this CIDR is needed. If you are working on a network engineers, they actually want to know how exactly this works out. If you have any questions, let me know.
Ashok, can you open that notepad, Ashok, once again?
Yeah.
Here you told that by 5, no? Previously we have taken that 1000. So that is multiplication factor by 4. That is okay. I understood that. But here, why we are taking by 5?
Which by 5?
4000.
No,
You told
4096 divided by 4.
4 only here also.
So here also we will be dividing by 256. 4096 divided by 256. What will be the value? 16. So these many values will be the one, means it will be up to 192.168. 168.15.
Okay. Got it. Ashok. Okay.
So these many ranges, the value which you want to divide, means it is up to 256, right? So 2 to the power 8, 256. So they will be dividing with that one. So you will be having this many IP ranges with you.
So
See this.
last IP address is very less by taking this prefix number.
This is suffix number. This is
Yes.
called suffix. The suffix number. Based on suffix number, you will be able to understand how many IPs you were needed and how many means. Based on that, if you need 1000, they will be calculating. Okay, 1000 is almost near to 2 to the 10. So we will be giving the suffix value of 22. So that 30 minus 10. 32 minus 22, it will goes to 10. So 2 to the power of 10. So it will be 1024. 1024 IPs are assigned to you, your company, to your organization. So you can use that IPs. So how many values you needed, that value leaving, considering the fact they will be giving you the suffix value.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
So if we go here, this is a IP calculator value. So if we go here, and if you click on this, see, now I'm just going to give 198.24. So how many IPs value should be I would be having?
Yeah. 2 for 8.
Yes.
That is minus 24.
Yes. 2 power 8. 2 power 8. What is the value?
2 power 8 value 16 to 16. 256.
So see, if you see here, this is the address range 190.168.0. Let me calculate it. See, address 190.168.0. It has been taken by your router. So it will be mentioning here. Okay, 0.0. It has been the address. Now, here, if you see the wildcard, the last host max value 254. The broadcast last value
250.
255. And see the host minimum value and host provided to you 254. This has been given. If you suppose, as I mentioned, you needed 20,000 IPs. So if I give 22, means 32, sorry, but 10, that's fine, 22. If I calculate, now if you see the value, and this is the broadcast value. And if I needed only, as we mentioned, what was the 2 power 12, 60. Here see 15 host max value. And if you needed exactly, if I've given 12, what will be the suffix value?
20.
Okay, 2 to the power of 20.
To the power 20.
See, 175. This is the range 192.168. After that, the 255 got increased. The broadcast has taken more values, means 20. It got increased to 55, and he has taken more things. And if you suppose 18, so 32 minus 18, how many values?
14.
So 2 to the power of 14. See, 16,382. So these is the range how you wanna calculate your values. How many IPs you needed? You needed 2,000 IPs. So what it comes? It comes to the 2 to the power of 11, means 1024 into 11. So how you gonna calculate it? You gonna provide 21. So it goes to the 2 to the power of 11. You need 2000 IPs, they have given 2046. And like that way we calculate the CIDR, which doesn't rule out of the draining the IP addresses. Any questions, guys? Because you need to understand the CIDR, because this will be used a lot when we start working on it. It's a simple explanation which I am giving you. And it has been the same thing which has been mentioned here.
Ashok,
Yes, Ashwin.
like we need exact machines. Like as you said, we need, for example, 1024 machines,
Yes.
2 power 10.
Yes.
For suppose we are using 1030 machines.
Yeah, then you will be going value the same thing, this one.
We can't use a perfect value, Ashok, there. For that
See,
machines, we need to use that like power raised to the power 8, 10, 9.
yes, because that's a bits value. That's 2 to the power, because each one A dot B dot C dot D, here
But
every one is a 8 bits.
but then in between the spaces would be like not acquiring, right?
That's up to you. See, suppose here if you that if before class A and class A value, before this CIDR, if you needed 1031, you will be falling in category of class B, where you are wasting 64,000 IPs for a
Okay.
point of 1,000 machines, or maybe 1,031, or maybe 2,000 machines also. You are wasting almost 60,000 IPs which we are not been using. So they are assigning you a waste of 65,000 IPs to you, to your organization, but you are using only 1,000. But here if you need only 1,031 machines, they are assigning you 2,046, means you are wasting 1,000 machines. But compare it with the class B, how many machines you are saving it. And once your system grows, means if the company grows and you need more machines, you don't have to acquire, right? You may need maximum another 1,000. You are already having that. But here in 60,000, you will be never be able to take that many IPs. Never, because 60,000 is a very huge number. Even if the company is growing very fast, and they may go to up to 50,000, but still there is a waste of 10,000 IPs. 10,000 machines are just getting wasted. So that's the reason the CIDR works very perfectly. They will be calculated. And if you need these values, how exactly that, there is some website where you have to go and you have to get the range. See, this is 192. I am just giving it. You can go for 10 also. 10.60.0.0. It's up to you how you wanna take that, because this range, for this range 10 dot this value to start, we have to get to the network team, means to the this network team, where they actually give us this range, means which range we have to apply for that range. I need from this range to this range. If it is available, they will be giving you that range. If not, they will be suggesting you other range that I am not remembering the name, but it is there. So where, how exactly which range you wanted to start. See, if you are Airtel broadband, everything will be starting with 190, because the Wi-Fi people, they have been in the range of 192 everywhere, whatever you see. So they have taken that one. It's up to the person who applies to that, which range he needed. That is the way it works out. Any questions, guys?
Now we are in industry, we are using class A methods or cider methods, Ashok.
Cider. Class A is gone. Now everyone uses cider, because as I said, the class A wastes the IP addresses, waste dry, it pulls out the IP addresses which are not been using. So that's a waste. That is the reason the cider came into the picture. Everyone uses cider, because that way it saves many IP addresses, many IP machines which were not been using. Any questions, guys?
For example, as you said, the new startups, it ranges for 1,000 machines. It requires 1,000 machines. We will be using 22.
The suffix value would be that 22. The
22,
suffix
yes,
value would be
exactly.
22. The suffix value, because we will be calculating the suffix value, and based on that we will be mentioning that.
In the same way, we would be deciding this, like whatever you said, started with 192, you said 10. We will be deciding those things, or
Yeah, if
like
your
how
range has been started with 192, we will be starting that one. If your range is started with 10, we will be starting 10. If your range is started with 255, we will be starting 255, because I have mentioned the last value up to it goes is that 255 or
is that
255.
matters, Ashok?
Yes, it always matters. It
Like
always
for the
matters.
company, like they won't be knowing, right? We would be supplying the things like
Yeah,
we would be
because see, if you are applying for the IP addresses, it's up to, if it is available, they will be providing you in that range. If it is
okay.
not available, they will not be providing you that IP address. They will be just suggesting that go for another IP range. This range is not available with us.
Done, Ashok.
This is the final range, means it starts from 0.0.0, and finally it ends here. This many IP addresses are there, 2 to the power of 32. Any questions, guys?
Like each 255.255.255. 255 is 1 byte, Ashok.
Yeah, 1 byte, 8 bits. So this 255 is 8 bits. So if you see here in the calculator only, see the net mask which has been giving 255 value. So this way it actually works out. This CIDR is also called as supernetting, means all the pool of IPs which you are getting and you are distributing it yourself is called supernetting, CIDR. Any questions, guys?
No, Ashok.
Now I have a e-commerce website. Now I have means 4096 IPs with me, 4096 machines. In that, how I want to work it out is that I want 200 IPs for authentication, 200 IPs for authorization, 200 IPs for payment, 500 IPs for search, and some 600 IPs for XYZ, whatever may be. Okay. Now, in this 4096, you will be calculating this 4096. You will be having, if it is starting with 192.168.0.0 to 192.168.0.255. These many IPs will be given for the 200 IPs for the authentication. For authorization, it will be 192.168.1.0 to 192.168.1.255. And for the authorization, it was 192.168.2.0. Yeah, please go on.
192.168.2.255, I believe.
Okay.
192.168.3.0.
4 dot.
Okay. Okay. What will be the number now?
192.168.3.
Why 3? Because that is not the end value, right? I am going for 500 IPs.
4.0.
Oh, okay. 500 IPs. 192.500. This 32 minus 20 to power 4.
Go on.
Ashok, here in the place of 3, can you make 4? Can you write type?
Why I should write 4 there?
Because it is 500, no? Already you have allocated 0 to 255 and 1 to 255 and 2 to 255 and here 500 IPs, no?
Yeah,
So
500 IPs also, it will start with the 3 only, right? The
yeah,
starting value, because it is not like that 0, 1, 2, again it comes to 4. No, it will start 0, 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Here it will be ending value will be 4.255. Now if you calculate from 192.60.2 154, it will be here from this range to this range. How many ranges it will be there? It will go to
yeah, now it's when I thought that 4.0 here 3.255 like that I thought actually.
No, it is not. This way it works out, because for 500 IPs, you will be calculating 2 to the power of 8. What is the 2 to the power of 8? 256. So again, what is will be the value of 2 to the power of 9?
Yeah.
Yes, 2 to the power of 9.
249 into 2, 502.
5 and 12.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, 512. Sorry.
And for this one, it will be 192.168 dot. It will be 5, because here the 4 has been already being used. 0.
Yes.
And 192 dot. Now the 600 comes into the range of 2 to the power of 10. It will be 1024. So 2 to the power of, so if we calculate here, so if we see just 198.168.5.0, so here we want only 10, so it will be 22. The maximum value will be 7 to 55.
Ashok, I didn't get that for Ashok. Exactly. 500 IPs for search.
See, you needed 3 will be
500.
the starting. See, I need 500 IPs. Okay.
Okay.
500 IPs. So the 500 comes into the picture of 2 to the power of 9. So 32 minus 9, how much? 23, right?
Yes.
2 to the power of 9 is 5 and 12. So 32 minus 9 is 23. So I'm calculating it. If you see, so 198.168.3.0. So it will be the address starting value. What is the ending value?
It is 192.168.3.254.
Just wait a minute. Why it is not taking the perfect value?
I think. Can you replace 4 Abhishek in the place? Sorry, Ashok in the place of 3.
No, the host max it is considering it, but we have to consider the total value.
But here, so it is.
See here it is considering it that the 3 value, it is taking the host maximum value is 254.
Right.
But if I am giving 3, why it is not taking? I think there is some problem here
Maybe.
because the host value it is considering as 2.0 and the network value it was considering 1.2.0.23. 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see here it is taking 510 IPs, that's fine. But why it is the value is not working it out for 4.0? See, for 4 it is taking considering as 5 value.
Yeah.
Some maybe the calculations there it has doing wrong. So this is the reason. See, if I'm starting with the 4 value, 4.0. So if the suffix I needed only 500 IPs, so that what will be the ending value?
5.245.
So the same way, but 500 IPs, I will be calculating from 192.168.3.0 to 192.168.3.255. Here 256 IPs are completed. After that, it will be taking 192.168.4.0 and it will be going up to 192.168.4.255. That's the way the 512 IPs will be showing to you. We give 5. Some miscalculations is there here. I don't know why. Maybe it is taking only the range correctly as only for the even values. It's the reason it is calculated only for the even values. That's fine. There is a problem for this. So this is the way the CIDR works. How exactly? So suppose now I have been like this. Okay, 600 IPs. Now in the range of 40996 IPs, I am dividing them. I am only the authentication. I'm using only 200 IPs, authorization and 200 IPs. Suppose this is a logical division where I need only these IPs for authentication. I don't need these IPs, these network IPs to call to contact means to the authorization. You are able to understand what I'm trying to say here, right? I'm been divided in the company I'm having 4096 IPs. In that I am using 200 IPs to authentication, 200 IPs for authorization. I have divided the IPs according to my usage, to authentication some ways, to authorization to something, to payment to something. This is called subnet, where you will be dividing the logical division of your IPs to use for that particular service. That is called subnet. This is a subnet. This is another subnet. Means this will not be contacting to with this subnet. Means suppose if you mention something that my payment, the authentication IP should not be able to go for the payment. So in the payment IPs, in the payment service, you will be blocking this authentication IPs, that this authentication IP should not go to the payment mode at all. That way the blocking of everything means the logical division of your CIDRs to the IPs is called subnet. This is the way how exactly we will be dividing our IP ranges. Means this particular IP should be using for this particular service only. This service IP should not go for the other service IP. So we will be just blocking this range, for the payment. That this authentication or maybe the authorization IPs means the both these ranges should not go for the payment IPs at all. You guys understood it? Tell me yes. If not, I will explain you again also.
I've got this point, Ashok, but then the point is like 3 to 4. Like till 255, it will be taking the same value. After reaching 255, it will go for fourth value, right?
Yes. Yes.
In
See.
the below case 600 IPs, like till starting from 5,
Yes.
then it will take to 255 is like the 255, it will be in 5. After that,
After that.
it will reach just 512, it will be on 6.
Yes, that's right.
Then it will be changing. Once it gets changed to the next number, it will be keep on changing 7, 8.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Now you are getting it. This many IPs will be given to this 600 IPs range. This is the way. Any questions, guys? Anything? The logical division of this IPs is called subnet. This is the only simple way I am explaining. A subnet is a logical subdivision of an IP network. That's it. If we are good, then we can go to the VPC and we'll be creating how exactly the loops and everything. Okay, let me see how many people will be able to answer the question.
Ashok, one small note here. That
Yeah, sure. Tell me.
here payment also is nothing but subnet also. So here
Yes,
payments that
yes, everything. See, here the logical division of this IP addresses means the total IP addresses which you are given to you, to your organization, and you are dividing that IPs for some particular service. Subdivision means this is already a division of your IPs, right? From the 2 power 32 means already having a 2 power 32 value. In that day, you are giving only 4096. That means 2 to the power of 12. You are getting 2 to the power of 12. There is already division of the 2 power 32 to 2 to the power of 12. In that, you are again dividing your IPs. Again, you are dividing your IPs to your usage, means to your particular services, for authentication, for payment, for subnet, for search, everything. So this, the division of your IPs, whatever you are using for particular service, is called subnet. Means these IPs will be used for this particular service only. It will not be used for any other things. And if you want to block these IP addresses, that means for payment, the only this IP should come. Other IPs means whatever has been coming, the traffic and everything from these IPs should not go for payment. You will be just blocking these IP ranges.
got it, Ashok.
This is the way how you exactly keep your payment mode and everything safe from other IP ranges. Suppose you are logging into the system and from the authentication, one IP will be there. But when it goes to the payment, the authentication IP changes because the payment will be on a different server. So that they make sure that it will not be worked out.
Okay, got it, Ashok. Got it. So this division of this IP address is choice by organization or choice by who is allocated this IPs?
This will be choice by you because it will be open. This will be used mainly because, see, suppose you have 4096 IPs. and you have not divided anything. Authentication, authorization, payment, everything is there. Now the traffic is continuously coming. How you are going to understand which person is trying? Suppose for 4096 IPs, there are many people who are continuously hitting for authorization. Some are making the payment, some are making the authorization, some are searching it, and some are doing many more activities. How the people will be able to, considering the fact that where to send the authentication, where to send the authorization, how the route table will be able to transfer the network traffic to exact to that one. So for that reason, what they do is that they will mention, okay, let's divide this IP so that it will be easy. In 4096, you will not be able to understand where to exactly send this authentication. But if you have a particular IP, which has been mentioned, IP range, that this authentication means who are actually authenticating your server to your website, that IPs, that traffic should go to only this IP ranges, to this servers only. And if any authorization has been going on, that service should go, that traffic should only go to this authorization IP range value, to IP servers only. If there is any problem, means suppose they consider that the authentication is not working properly, they will directly go to this IP range and see to these servers exactly where exactly the issue is there. So the usage means the getting the clarifications of doubts and how exactly they will be able to locate the bugs and fixes, they will be able to easily do this with this subnet, because the division makes everything perfectly fine and they know which IP ranges are which for which one. So if someone says the authentication is not working, they definitely go to this IP range and see that servers in that where exactly the issue is there. That's it. They will be able to find out the issue. If someone is saying the payment mode is not working, they will go to this range and they will be seeing, okay, in this payment, in this service, the payment mode is not working properly. So we will going through this one. But if you say in 4096 IPs, you have not divided it. Suppose they are saying the payment is not working. So you have to go through the 4096 IPs to see where exactly which server has been assigned to the payment. That is the reason you have to have this subnet. The subnet has been used by all the organizations because this is the reason they divide your logical division of your IPs, so that they can easily track the issues and easily block whatever the transactions has to go for only to that particular IP ranges. It should not go to any other IP servers.
Got it, Ashok. Thank you. Thank you.
I have given you 2 YouTube links. Go through it. If you still have doubts, search in simple questions, CIDR and subnetting. That's it. You will be getting many more videos. How exactly the division works out. Tell me, what will be the IP range of this value?
17 minus 32, right, Ashok? That
17 minus 32. See, the suffix value will always be 32. 32 minus whatever the value we have been given. So what will be it? Tell me the value.
2 power 15.
Okay, what is the value for 2 power 15?
2 power 15.
32,768.
These many IP ranges will be provided for this particular IP. Means it will start from 129.23. Means it will be starting with 0. I'm just giving, they have been given as 23, but I'm saying these many IPs will be provided. Okay, this is CIDR and subnetting. So it's just simple thing, as I mentioned, subnetting. See, there is one more thing also. You don't want to get confused. Suppose if you have only 2 power 8, 2 power 8. Here, this is a 2 power 8, right? Here, again, you can subnet this. In this 200 IPs also, you can subnet. Means again, there is a super subnet. where you will be having 192, means you want to use only the IPs from 192.168.0.0 to 192.168. Consider 255 off, 256 off. What is the one?
255 off.
256 off.
128.
Oh, sorry. Means you are dividing this 2 power 8 again into super subnet, means that 256 IPs again you have divided into your super subnets, means in this range, means 256 value I want to divide, means I want to use how many IP ranges, means the first 128 IPs, means this first IPs should be used only from US websites, and from these websites this will be, means from Indian websites, these many should be used. You can divide again a subnet into a super subnet. If you want have, you can just mention super subnet, you will getting everything, whatever. Yes, super subnet, why it is called, sorry, sub subnet, sorry. Just mentioning what is subnet. Let me show you the picture. See, if you are using a subnet, not this one, this is not good. Subnet. Let's go to this one. See, for subnet 2 means masking of the value, considering the fact how they exactly calculated it, how exactly it works out, means each thing whatever you are dividing, as I said, in the same 200 256 IP in 2 to the power 8, again you can divide your subnet, that in this subnet again I can want to use only this IPs to this place and to this one, that you can divide, that you can be used in a single subnet, you can again divide that one. Any questions, guys? Anything you have?
Why will we do sub-subnet, Ashok? Why? The reason?
See, for just if you want to calculate to have this, means to particular servers, means suppose in a single Mumbai region and you want to calculate it particularly to this one, means maybe in authentication only you want to use, means a single website has been, some were for the OTP verifications and some for the only logging purpose. So you can be dividing that things, that depends on the network engineers and to your development teams, how they want to use it, how the network team has been given you the server IPs, means this server IPs is only for the authentication. In that authentication, if I'm using mail ID, you go for these servers only. If I'm using my phone number, go for these servers only. That way they will be able to divide that one. So if they see that the mail authentication, means they are saying some users dropping mails and saying that my mail authentication not working. So they simply go to this IP range, and again they will go into this one to see where exactly the issue is.
Okay.
If there's someone say if they are using mobile number and using the OTP, and they think that the OTP is not coming continuously, they will go to this again IP to this range, and from there they will go to this IP source and check what exactly the issue is.
They
Okay.
break because the subnets needs to be like rectifying the problem where exactly it is.
No, like not rectifying the problem. I'm saying that it is easy to get where exactly your issue is.
Okay. Okay.
Very easiest way to, because suppose in 4096 you are having this issue, how will you be able to do that? Because you are having 4096 means 192.168.0 to 192.168.7.
Okay.
So in that whole, in the range of 4096, how will you be able to calculate that once? So if you see 4096 divided by 256, how many ranges it will be given? 16. So it will be 15, 192.68.15.255 from 0 to 255. So that many IP range machines you are having, how will you be able to identify which machine the issue is?
It's
But here
difficult.
you are actually reducing the time period. You are making it only to the 128 machines. So you'll be able to find out in 128 machines where exactly the issue will be in that exact servers. Easiest way. That's the reason the subnet will be used. So it's the same thing again. Allows you to break single large network, small networks are easy to manage. Reduce the network traffic by allowing only the broadcast traffic which is into subnet. By reducing unnecessary subnet, improves overall performance of the network. By blocking a subnet traffic in subnet, as I said, if you want to block the payment, the authentication traffic should not come to payment. So you will be just blocking that IP range that should not come to the payment. So it will make sure that that IP addresses will not be able to access, means that traffic, whatever the internet traffic going to the authentication IP source will never able to reach the payment. That way increases your security and the traffic too.
Ashok, for subnet broadcasting IP is same, no?
Yes, see that is the same thing. That is the same thing. Because the router value is the same, only one, right?
Yeah.
So that will be the same. So if you don't have any doubts, we will go further. If you have doubts, let me know, because I will mention how exactly we are going to work it out on the VPC, subnets, and everything.
No, Ashok. From my side, no. We can.
What about you, Ashwant?
No, sure.
Okay. Okay. I put something was happening. Okay. Now, yesterday I have shown you a picture, right? Where is it? So I was telling this one is a VPC, this is a region. So suppose, as I am saying, the regions, like if you are seeing the regions, the North Virginia, Mumbai, East Ohio, even West, these are all regions. The regions are nothing but collections of availability zones. Availability zones. Suppose if you see US East 1, in this there will be more availability zones. Means the availability zones is nothing but the data centers, again the collection of data centers. Suppose here, if you know AP South 1, right? So AP South 1, I am giving you the best example. AP South 1, Mumbai is a region. Okay, AP South they are considering as a region. So in Mumbai is a region, and they are considering AP South 1 as a region. The availability zones. Now see, you have all data centers both in Mumbai and in Hyderabad. So the collection of both the Mumbai and Hyderabad availability zones, as they have considered it as AP South. And in AP South 1, you have Mumbai and Hyderabad. Means in the single region, you have Mumbai and Hyderabad availability zone. In each availability zone, they will be having multiple data centers. In Mumbai, they will be having data centers. In Hyderabad, they will be having data centers. And the logical representation, the logical separation of these data centers are called availability zones. And the availability zone, the collection of availability zones is called region. It's a simple example I'm giving you. If you have doubts, let me know. I will explain you again also.
No, sure.
As I said, AP South 1, as we know, in India right now, there is in Mumbai, the data centers are available, and in Hyderabad, the data centers are available. So the data centers of these regions means the availability zones of these two things is called a region. Collections of availability zones is called region, and the availability zone is nothing but collection of data centers. If I see if AP South, if I click on AP South, it goes to AP South because the region, see here, if you are seeing region AP South. So if you click on region AP South and if you just want to see, see, this is the regions, available regions. Like that way, if you understand what exactly the regions and availability zones, if you go to the availability, what is availability zones? If you go to the availability zones, see, this will be the availability zone. Mean a single region means in that region, which we create a VPC, the virtual private code, isolated logical virtual network, which you will be having this one. In this, the availability zones means how many availability zones you have. That many availability zones you will be means working it out. I will be explaining further. I'm just giving an overview. So this is the picture where we will be talking about the AWS is the region, means in the one region, we are creating a VPC, which we want a logical isolated virtual network where we will be creating our own instances, route tables, internet gateways, NAT gateways, subnets, where it is not being attacked or it not been seen by anyone. It is for only for us. In that particular VPC, we will be having availability zones. Means it will be, if it is for North Virginia, it will be US East 1A. If it is a different zone, it will be US East 1B. And in East 1A, we'll be creating a public subnet. In 1B, we are creating a private subnet. Means in two separate availability zones, we are creating two separate subnets, so that each subnet will have been only in that availability zone, like it has been shown here in the picture. Like this, in the availability zone A, they have created a subnet. In availability zone, they have created another subnet. So if they have to, means if it is in a single VPC, these subnets will be able to talk to each other. And one subnet will not be crossed from availability zone. Means this subnet will never be able to be in the two availability zones in the same zone. Two availability zones, it will never be. One availability zone can have multiple subnets, but the same subnet will never be present in both the zones. This subnet is A, this will never be present in both zone B and zone A. It will be only present in zone B only. But one availability zone means one availability reason will have multiple subnets. Here you can have subnet A, subnet B, subnet C, subnet D. It's up to you. But the subnet A is in availability zone. That subnet will never be able to be present in availability zone B or C. So this will be a very important question. Everyone in AWS, if you know AWS, they will ask this question, particularly in every interviews. Does subnet span across the availability zones? Whether yes or no. If it is yes, they will asking you to explain. If it is no, they will asking you again to explain. So you should be make sure that this subnet will never be able to span across the availability zones. It will be presenting in a single availability zone. Any questions, guys?
Why is it not separated, Ashok?
Sorry?
Like available, like zone A and zone B.
Yeah, because they're having that multiple data centers, right?
Can that not be connected for A to B directly? Like if you
No,
want,
never, never, never. Because see, this availability zone will be having a different IP ranges, right? And this
okay,
availability zone will having a different IP ranges. So if you are saying this subnet which has range has been given, and you want to connect to this IP ranges, it will never do that, because that is
okay.
the reason it will be safe and it will be very easy to use, and it will never span from availability zone B to zone A. It will be only present in this availability zone and it will do its work.
They are like never been interconnected. It will be a separate.
It will be interconnected means if it is a single VPC, they will talk to each other. That we will
Okay,
do that. That we
okay,
will
okay.
do. How exactly we will do that? But it will never go. This subnet will never go to zone A. Means it will never present in both the networks. It will not present in availability zone, and it will also not present in availability zone B. It will be present only in one availability zone.
Okay.
Only one availability zone. If you see, if I have these servers will never be present. Means this subnet, means the private subnet will never be able to present in C. This is IP range, right? So now if you see 10.1.2.0 means it has been presented in a single subnet, in single availability zone.
Yes.
But if it is present in a different availability zone, zone B, and it is in the same VPC, you can talk to it using SSH, and you will be calculating, you will be connecting it through some NAT gate or something else. But you will never be able to have this subnet in both the regions, because it has having some IP range. That range is already been used. So that same IP range you can't use in some another availability zone. It will not done like that. So the region VPC, these are the subnets, and there is a router. The router will be the one which actually traffic your raw internet from the internet gateway. That I will be explaining what is internet gateway, what is NAT gateway. I will be explaining. If you have your machines with you, let's start along with me so that parallelly you can do it and you will be able to understand what exactly I'm doing. If you have your machines.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, first let's create a VPC. We will be creating a VPC. Let me go to US East Virginia. So as default, every uh, region will have a default VPC. See, we have a default VPC here. This has been created by AWS directly to you when you are using it. Now we will be creating a VPC. Okay, now this is a VPC. I will be using my test VPC. So the IP range and everything will be, we will be mentioning 10.0.0.0/24. Means I will be using this IPv4 CDR. Means it will be 10.0.0.32 minus 24A. So it will be 10.0.0.1 to 10.0.0.255. I'll be using then only that many IPs only for this one. Default.
So can you give same IP address here also? So
Yeah, where you are creating it. The availability zone. Which availability zone you will be doing it?
Tokyo.
I'll be creating a dedicated one. Name will be. Okay, now I am creating VPC. Now we have created a VPC. See, this is a VPC. Now my IPC IDR is 10.0.24. This is a VPC, means I have created a VPC here. Now in a particular region, means in where it has been. What happened to it? Wait a minute. Okay. Now I have created a region. This is a region. No, this is a region. Now this in this, I have drawn the drawing also. Because this is a region. Now here I have created a VPC. This is a region. This is a VPC. Now I have created a VPC. Okay. Now, if you see this VPC, see the DNS host names is disabled. Means this VPC will never be able to connect to the internet, because the DNS names means it is the domain host network will never be able to connect. For this, we have to enable it. So go to edit VPC settings and enable DNS host names. Save. Now it will be enabled. Now it is enabled. It is associated to this IPv4 range. Now this is the flow logs where it will be showing you how exactly this works out. If we create this one, we will be paying money. So let's don't do that. Is it a default VPC? No, it's a dedicated VPC. Now you have created your own VPC. Now let's create a subnet. I will be creating a subnet. Do along with me so that you will be able to have any doubt. Now I want my subnets to be only present in this particular VPC. So I have taken this VPC. I am giving this one as a public subnet.
Steps are missing parallel while doing that.
Yeah, sure. If you tell me where exactly you missed, let me know. I'll be helping you. Where exactly?
VPC.
Sorry?
I created VPC, but
okay.
That edit something you went for.
Edit VPC settings. Go to edit VPC settings, and in that enable DNS host names, so that it enables your DNS.
Host names on
Here
both.
we will be getting directly Ashok VPC ID.
Sorry?
VPC ID, whatever you are in.
Yeah, because when I'm going to the subnet, creation of subnet, it is showing, because I've created a new VPC, right? It is showing me what I have created now, because it will be showing. If you are creating a subnet, automatically it will be taking a default one if you don't have this VPC. I want to have this a dedicated VPC, so I've created it. So where exactly you both are right now?
In the DNS setting, enable DNS resolution, enable DNS host name. Both I need to tick.
Yeah, both.
What about this network address usage metrics?
You don't have to. That it will show how much network you are going to use. That it will be showing. No, don't need of it.
Okay. Shall I go for save?
Yeah, go save it. What about you, Ashwant?
I'm looking into yours, Ashok. The following
Okay.
steps.
Actually, I opened 2 laptops, Ashok. That is the thing. One is I'm practicing and one is I'm seeing.
Okay, sure.
I'm using 2 laptops in front of me. That is the thing actually.
I'm noting down the points here, Ashok.
Yeah, no issue. So you can try it out further, but the thing is that once you have done everything, please delete it. Otherwise,
Okay.
you will be having a lot of billing coming to your home. Okay. After VPC, go to subnets. There will be a subnets inside to you only. Click on subnets and create a subnet.
In flow logs only, that subnet we need to go for.
No, not in flow logs. Don't go to flow logs.
If you see in beside to VPC means
There is.
see here before here after you came back to your VPC, there will be subnets beside to you.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, this will be the subnets. Click on the subnets. Create subnet. Click on this, and you have been there in the VPC ID. It will be showing the VPC which has been created by you just now. So just give that, select that one,
Yeah, okay.
And we'll be getting.
and I want to explain you what is public subnet and private subnet. So I'm clicking the name as public subnet. See, if you see the availability zones, see US East 1 was the region, and in this, these many availability zones are there. 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F. These many availability zones are there.
Okay.
If I can select any availability zone from my side, it's up to me. I'm taking US East 1A. And this one is 1.0 means specify for the availability zone for the subnet. CIDR blocks what exactly you want to do it.
Yes.
How exactly you want to, this is optional one, means if you want to give 0.0.0 or maybe 0.0.10.0. So if I give IPv4 CDR block means to connect to the internet, how exactly it needs to connect. So that one will be provided here, IPv4 CDR block. See, if you see specified IP item block in CDR, for example, 10 IPv4 block size must be between a 16 net marks and 28 net marks. Can be same as your VPC and VPCs. Suppose I have to give here 10.0.16. So this many IPs will be considering for this one. From this range up to 16 means 8 up to 127. This will be using this IP ranges.
/24 is nothing but subnet mask, right, Ashok?
Yes, here again in that subnet mask, again I am dividing, means in this IPv4 CDS, again I am dividing my things into 16. Again I am dividing, I am subnetting it again.
Okay. Rest will be 4, 8.
Okay. I am creating a subnet.
Abhishek, I'm the same issue I'm getting.
Yeah, give it 28. See, here you have taken 24, right? So 24 minus 32 minus 24 is 8, right? 32 minus 8, 24 is 8. So in 8, if I give 16, 32 minus 16, it will be 16. If I give 32 minus 28, it will be 4. Means 2
Yes.
to the power of 4. So that's the reason it is not taking it as 16. So we have to give 28. You can give 25 also, you can could have given 26 also, 27 means the other ranges after 24, which is comes under 2 power 8, under less than 2 power 8. Subnet masking.
Like does clients will be preferring the location, Ashok?
Sorry?
Like we you have selected North Virginia East, like that.
Yes, because in this particular region, I am having that many availability zones. I have taken in one particular availability zone.
Okay. Like client won't be specifying, I would like to get from this area. Like
Yeah,
whoever.
he will be. He will be. This region only will be able to access this VPC and this servers.
Done, Ashok.
Sorry.
Yes, Ashok.
Now again, I'm creating another subnet. I will be selecting same thing. Now I'm gonna give private subnet. I'm selecting a different availability zone this time. US East 1B. Now I'm gonna select on that 20 dot, sorry, 0.0.0. I'm gonna select the P2. So 24 minus 38 existing subnet. Okay, let me give 30 then.
Yes. No.
Oh, sorry. 26 works out because 24, 30, 32 minus 24, 8 we have given 24 to 28. So it will be consumed the 25 if I give it.
So can you help me, Ashok, here?
Where you are exactly, Nagesh?
Can I share my screen here?
Yeah, share it.
Yeah, here I given 24. I given a lot of numbers, but here it's giving.
Okay. What was the IP v4 CDI when you have created it in the VP? Means go to the top.
24, Ashok.
You have to
28
give
is
10. You have to give 10. Starting, see, the IPC, just a
not that,
minute.
not that.
See, Nagesh, just a minute. Just don't do anything. Now consider, see, in the top, you are mentioned IPv4. For the VPC, you have mentioned that 10.0.0.24, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to mention if you have only this IP ranges, means it will start from 10.0.0.0.24, right? So you have to mention 10.0. The other value means going for after 24 means 32 minus 8, 24. So you will be giving 32 minus 28, give us 26. Yeah, click on it.
Can I go create?
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Because you have taken a particular subnet range. So obviously it will be considering that this is the IP ranges, which I am considering from the fact I have been given this many ranges only.
Okay, got it, Ashok. So
Again,
again, I got. Shall I go another one also here?
Sorry? Yeah, we have to create another one.
Here only, no?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
same go to private.
Select VPC. Exactly. Private. Select the different region. VPC. Here we can give 10, Ashok. Like whatever the rest we have left out with, we need to give that, right?
Yeah, 10.0.0 means 24 you are giving, right? You can try to give 10, no, not 24, 8, right? 32 minus 24 is 8. So you have given already 28, means
Yes.
32 minus 8, 24. Try to give 4 or 5, something like that. And just give me, no, it is not
Wait, wait,
coming.
wait.
So give 8.
Yes, it is Ashok. Said your
Is
overlaps
it 26?
26. No, we can't give that, Nagesh.
Will I take different region here? Otherwise, C, D.
Yeah, you can take anything that you take anything and change the value.
On the top. Okay, 10 dot is
Use
there.
28.
Yeah.
Actually, we have to give very more value. Means try go for 16, or maybe we have to change the.
No,
Just wait a minute. I'm just looking something.
And I'm giving 32 also. It is giving
no, we can't give that. Here we have used already.
8 also. It is like that. 16 also. It is giving.
Just wait a minute.
Yeah. Can I stop?
Yeah, you can stop it.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, what we have done a mistake is that let me cancel this one. In the
Directly we
VPC,
have given 26, right, Ashok, here?
sorry.
Like we have started with 26. Is that a mistake? We have given starting with that?
No, see here the IP ranges should be a little more, right? Because if we want to have more IP ranges, so we have to change that IP VPC setting. Okay, this. It's ADS. Now I can use more. If I'm giving less,
Ashok,
that is the
screen.
reason it was not considering the fact. Let me delete this VPC.
Can you share your session?
Oh, I'm not sharing my screen.
Yeah.
No, Ashok.
Oh, sorry. Let me know once you're able to see it. Nagesh, you can delete your VPC.
Yeah.
Delete it directly. Click on it, and in actions, it will be there. Delete VPC. Just delete that one. After that, go to one again. Create a my test VPC. Here, the IP range make it a little more because if you are giving 0.024, so it is taking only the what
Leftover
we say
values.
only less means up to 0 to 256. So if we give 16, so 32 minus 16, that will be 2 power 16. So we will be having more IP so that we can give according to that. So mentioned.
What exactly this is, Ashok? IPv6 CIDR block?
This is IPv4. You have we have talked about IPv4 and IPv6, right?
Yes. Like rest all we are not selecting. Why is it that, Ashok?
Because we don't need IPv6 right now. We are just calculating it. If you want to have IPv6 and you don't want to use IPv4 like that, you can change this. See, it will be asking what is the port. Amazon provided IPv6. So for the network border block, how exactly they want to work up, and IPv6 CDR owned by you. If you are using this, choose an IPv6 pool. These many pools, how exactly works out, how exactly IPv6, how many you know that it's more than 256 gigabytes, 128, right? So
Okay.
that will be provided. So better don't go for this because right now we are just learning phase. So don't try anything on this. Okay, just mention 10.0.0.16.16 because see, if you have less value, because I have given 24, so I was not able to create the subnets more than that. So there was an issue in 255 only. I was getting only 200 IPs and I was already using 28. So it was not accepting it. So that's the reason it was throwing the error. So go for 10.0.16 up to now. Nagesh, have you done?
I deleted all the VPCs.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
So I'm going to create subnet now. I know that.
You have you created the VPC?
Yeah, I created a VPC.
Okay, what was the IPv4 CDR you have given?
10.0.0.24 only it's taking.
No, give 16. If you give 24, that will be less IPs. It will not consider you.
Okay. Can I go for edit? Or can I?
You will not be able to delete it again.
Okay. Just asking acknowledgement.
Let me know once you are done it. Once you are created.
Yeah, sure.
In the meanwhile, just take a 3 to 5 minutes break. I just need to drink some water.
Nagesh,
Yeah, sure.
you share your screen, Nagesh. We'll see.
Yeah. 1 minute. Let me share my screen. Is it possible to share multiple screens? Yeah. Okay, fine. So here,
Create a VPC. Top of that.
yes, and VPC only here.
Yes, my test.
Can I go? Okay.
Anything
Anything? Yeah.
here? Oh no, like Q, like there. 10.0.0.
16 now? Yeah.
Exactly.
So dedicated I'm using here.
Yes, exactly. Correct.
So I'm creating VPC.
Yes, you're right.
And again, okay, here subnet.
No, you need to go for actions over there. Your VPCs. Wait.
Yeah.
Mm,
Not selecting.
no, just click on no, not that. Edit VPC settings. Done. We need to enable your DNS host name. Save it.
Yeah. So after that,
Go for subnet. Create a subnet. Same thing. We have created that. Okay. No, you give the public.
okay.
Now we are creating two subnets.
One is
Nagesh.
public, one is private, no?
Public, and then second one is here 10.0.0 slash. What is the value we're gonna give here? Try for 22.
Just go for 10.0.1.0. 10.0.1.0. 1.0.
1.0.
1.0 24.
24.
And the same way go for the private also. Create the private also.
Create a subnet. Ashok,
Yes.
here we need to change, right? 1.0. Again, you need to come from there itself.
No, you can go for 2.0. 2.0. 24 because you are having a different IP range. Let's see 10.0.0 to 10.16, 2 power 16. How many values you will be getting? It will be almost 65,534 IPs, right? So in that we will be having 10.0.0 dot 10.0.1.0, 10.0.2.0, like that we will be having multiple. So it will be go up to 255 also, right? 10.0.255.
Yeah, created actually.
Yeah, that's fine. So in the meanwhile, have you done?
Yeah, both I done Ashok. Yeah.
Okay.
But only one is reflecting here that.
Just cancel that. It's a filter which it is showing that what is the subnet name. With the subnet, it is considering that. Cancel that one.
Okay, got it, got it.
Okay. Now let me share my screen. I have to
Sure, sure.
explain you.
Understand.
So let me know once you are able to see. So I'm just gonna filter the websites based on the VPC. So I'm gonna take it 093. So these are the web services. So okay, now I have a VPC. I have a VPC. The region I have a VPC. Now I have created two subnets. Here one. Here one. Now I'm gonna create a route table. What is a route table is where this will suppose I'm going to give a simple example. Suppose you know a person who is traveling from one place to other place. He knows the route. How exactly he is going to? Suppose you are traveling from here to Kormangala. You have many routes how to travel from Whitefield to Kormangala. Many routes. You can go through Marthalli Way. You can go from the Bellandur side. You can go from Indranagar and from the Majestic again. You can. So there are many ways you can reach Kormangala. So, but end of the day, you will be able to reach. So this route table is the way of transportation. It takes you the ways. Means this is the one where the traffic it is coming from the internet traffic. It will be routing you to which the traffic should go to the which subnet, whether it should go to subnet 1, it should go to subnet 2. It will be the one which decides to which place it will be traveling the traffic, delivering the traffic to that particular subnet. If a route table is been connected to a subnet, that is called public subnet. If a subnet has been connected to a route table, that route table is connected to internet gateway, that is called a public subnet. The private subnet is the one which will never been connected to any route table at all, because the route table is the one which actually delivers the traffic from the internet to the subnets. So if a route table is connected to a subnet, that is called public. So here this is a public subnet. Here it will be connected to a route table, and this is a private subnet. This is public, and this is in US East 1, right?
Yes, yes, Ashok.
Where does
1A.
the
Private is 1B.
yeah, one is in 1A, one is in 1B. So let be like that. US East 1A. It is in another availability zone. This is in US East 1B. Two different availability zones. It is in a separate availability zone. This is in a separate availability zone. Just a minute. Okay, two availability zone. One is US East 1A, one is US East 1B. And in each particular region, we have created each subnet. One is US East 1A and one is US East 1B. Okay. Now we will create a route table because we want to connect this public subnet, because we want to have this public subnet to access the internet. So we will be creating a route table. So here you will be having this route table. Okay, just go to the route table. And okay, one more thing before doing that. Where is it? So what is this IP range we have given here? 10.0.0.0.016. Okay, these many IP ranges are there for this VPC particularly. So we have given that many. So, and now we will be creating a route table. So see, default, there will be a route table which will be created just for this VPC. Default route table, if you see here, see it has been taken my test VPC, default route table has been created. Now, if I want to create a dedicated, means normal public route table and a private route table, means this particular, as I mentioned, if it is this route table is connected to internet gateway, it is called public route table. If this has been connected to a route table and it has not been connected to internet gateway, it's called private route table. And sorry, private subnet. And this will be able to access net only through one way, that is called NAT gateway, that I will explain. But by default, a VPC will be having a default route table. Now for you this public subnet to access the internet, we are creating a route table. We will be creating route tables for both the subnets, but we will be providing this route table to the internet gateway so that we will be accessing the internet only from this subnet. Only from this, we will not be touching this private subnet at all. And whatever the instances, means the EC2, whatever you are going to create, will never creating in this subnet, in this availability zone, in this subnet, will never be able to access the internet at all. That I am explaining you in a single way. Just a minute. So I will be creating a public route table and the VPC will be this one. Public public route table and create one thing and again go back and create another one. Where is it? It will be private. And select the VPC to this one. And we have created two route tables. Now go back. We'll be seeing something different. Let me show you that one. See, by default, the route table, the main route table will have as S, and these two will be having the value as no, because we are not using default this one. So this is a default route table which will be having in the default access to the main. Yes, this is the main, and it will be working it out. Default it will be yes, and default if you see subnet associations, how exact it has been, how exactly it will be working it out, and what is the subnet ID, what is the thing, because it is an empty one, we will not be having anything. Subnet associations, this is the one where exactly which subnet ID it has been created, which see if you see defaultly it is giving the public and private subnet, but if we want to have, we want to access this public subnet to the public route tables. So what we are going to do is that for the public route table, we are going to go to the subnet associations, and we will be activating this, and we will be clicking the public subnet. For the public route table, we will be taking the public route, and for the private subnet, we will be taking the private subnet association. So the route tables are created, and here it is there. So here this private subnet will be accessing this route table, and the public subnet will be accessing this route table. There's the public one here. This one will be taking the this public subnet and public route table, and here we are taking the, see, it will be considering 10.0.0.16. If you click on the edit routes, or maybe on the public route, if you click on the edit routes, and you can check it out, what exactly, how exactly the local means, I want to access only, means only the what we call your system, it is local, means we are using only the local one thing. So we will just not work it out, we will look it. In the meanwhile, we will be creating an internet gateway, because we want to have access the route table through internet gateway. So what we are going to do is that create, oh sorry Nagesh, are you following me? Are you able to create?
No, Ashok. I will do it, Abhishek. Ashok.
Okay, means once mine is done, we will go through again, no issues. Okay, my IGW, just let me type it. IGW create internet gateway. Now it will be doing it. So if you see, it is detached. So let me attach to a VPC. So what is the VPC? I want to connect to the MyTest VPC, attach internet gateway, and we will be, because it is been detached, so I will be just attaching it to the VPC of this one, attach internet gateway. So now it has been connected to my VPC. Now we have created a route tables, we have created a, let me go to the board. So now this we have created one route table. Yes, Ashwin, tell me.
And we have attached it to internet gateway.
Yes. Now this here we have an IGW. Now I want to access my public route table to internet. So if I have to access, as I shown you in the public route table, if you go here, if you go to the public route table, I have seen in the routes, it is only accessing my local machine. If I want to access the internet, I have to edit that value. I want to add a route where it will be 0.0.0 and it will be the internet gateway. This IGW will be the one accessing my internet. From internet gateway I will be able to access the internet from this public subnet.
Is there no ending point, Ashok, for that?
Sorry,
Ending point, like we are starting with 0.0.0 till where we need to use
255, 255, 255. That will be the ending one. So actually 0.0.0.0 is that you are allowing the access from 0.02 to the end.
Okay.
That is the reason you are allowing the access. That is the reason internet protocol, when we are doing, we'll be using 0.0.0 so that it will be accessed through the internet gateway. Okay. Now this is an internet gateway. Now the public route table has been accessed through the internet. Now IGW has been done. That one is also done. So what is the next thing we have? Now we will be based on the that is the picture here. So we have created a private subnet, we have created a public subnet, there is availability zone, and we have created a route table. So and we have an internet gateway, we have done it. So now we will be working it out to create a NAT gateway.
Sure.
Yes.
NAT.
Can I
NAT
share
what?
my screen?
Sorry.
Can I share my screen?
Okay. Please share it.
Yeah, sure. Can you go for edit routes, subnet association?
You have to, which one, which route table is this?
It's public actually.
And then give it public.
So again, private. Is the procedure is right, correct way, Abhishek? Anything?
No, it's the correct one. You are doing correctly. Go on. See, after I am doing it, you have to do it again. You just have to understand what is route table, how exactly we are working it out,
Yes,
how things can be done.
After activating, it's not showing just Ashok main.
Where it is not showing.
In the main, no, it's showing no. Here it is.
Yeah, obviously, because this is not a default route table, right? The route table for the default is for this one, because this has been connected to the VPC, which has been created. That is a
Okay.
default VPC. So it will never show you as yes, because when the default VPC is there, it will be showing as no only for us.
Okay.
where I need to check, Ashok, it is running local or not?
You will not be able to check that. This is a virtual networks, right?
Okay, yeah.
Unless we create the instances, we will not be able to check that.
Check yes.
So now, once you have done, you have created please create the internet gateway also. Do it.
Just creating, typing a name and creating enough, Abhishek?
Yes, that's enough. And you have to attach the VPC.
Something, nothing, I'm not getting it. Action.
Click on the attach to VPC.
Ashok, is there any industry standards to return the name Ashok?
No, it's just based on your project work, you can select how you want to do it.
Initially, the like project name or like whether it should be caps. Is there anything like that?
No, nothing is like that. You can create how many things, how like you want it.
Yeah, done, Ashok. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now go to the instances. Now your VPC is done. Go to the instances. I am sharing my screen. Mahesh, you can do it afterwards. Just let me share because I have to explain you also, right? Okay, now I'm launching an instance. Now if you see, I will be showing you something. This is training. Okay, I want to create it in public instance. So public. Click on Amazon Linux. Okay, that's fine. T2 micro. See here, there is a network settings. We change it. We are taking default. Now we will be getting our own VPC. If we select it, and it will be showing which private in which subnet you want it. So I'm creating a public instance. So we are taking the public. So auto assign public IP. So if we click on this, it will be auto assigning a public IP to us. Means whenever we are using the instance, so it will automatically will be creating a public IP for our instance. So whenever we are logging in, whenever we are going to it, so it will automatically is creating a public instance for us. So if you want, so we have to enable it.
Is it mandate, Ashok, to enable?
Because we are using a public subnet, right? So we have to mention it as public. Otherwise, you will not be able to use. Means that public IP will be used. Okay. Did you have guys any questions on this?
No, Ashok. Here we can use existing security group, Ashok.
Yeah, we can use it, and after that we have to modify it. That's it. See, if we are using subnet public security group, so the TCP it is automatically asking me to show me what exactly the TCP protocol, what exactly the inbound security rules should be. So it is asking me what should be the values. So if it is a source type, I am saying custom add CDR range 00. So here, otherwise we can directly give the subnet our subnet details to here. So here you will be getting just a minute. For time being, okay. For this one, there is no security group at all. Okay. Okay. Part range anywhere. Let's be like that. So let's create a first thing. First, let's create it. And okay, the key pair. This time I will be taking a new key pair. Why I am taking it, I will explain you. So I have needed a key pair for demo purpose. So I'm gonna use a PEM file.
Ashok, PPK, putty, right? We need to change.
No, I have putty one. I can use that.
Okay, we can use .pem.
.ppk is the one which we actually do it. But if you want to take it, just a minute. Let me see whether this file can be edited. Then I can use it. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We can go for it. Private lines, public lines, PEM file lines. So putty file. Okay, this is ppk. So right now I'm going to use the PEM file because I want to have this PEM file so that I can use it. I can get to log in into the private instance. That I will show you why I'm taking the PEM file. I will tell you. I'll just show you. Just give me some time. Okay, demo, create a key pair. So the demo.pem file has been downloaded. Now I'm launching the instance. Okay, let's take it as 0, 0. So the public instance, what happened? Why it has been failed? We have taken out awesome public IP. Not supported. Seriously? Just a minute, guys. Why it is not supported? T2 micro select existing group we have taken. This is the security group. It is not considering the fact. Actually, just a minute. I need to see the document where exactly this has been worried out. What is the documentation? Currently not support. Please check the. Wait a minute, guys. Let me see the document where exactly it is there. Where is the document? It is not showing me any document where it has been there. Let me remove the public subnet here. I just replace subnet, public subnet. Okay. Reconstruct. Okay. Just a minute. Why it is asking TCP22? SSH, TCP. To have we are using this one, okay, that's fine. The old one was working. What happened to this one? Yeah, my ID is there. Build image is there. Red Hat is there. Why exactly it is not taking the VPC? My test VPC was enabled.
Like we have changed here, like
VPC is yes, tell me, Vishnu. Enabled. So it's a dedicated default VPC now. That's fine. So network address is okay. That's fine. So we are using this VPC. If it is in this VPC, it is working. It should work. And in the subnets, if we are in the public subnet, we have been mentioned the VPC ID. Default subnet availability zone is only. So available IPv4 address is 251. Save AZ. Okay, the internet gateway is connected to it, and the network ACL is there. This is public subnet. So why it is not taking it? What else? Customer IPv, what else in IPv addresses, what else in public?
auto assign disable.
Sorry?
Here it is disabled, Ashok, auto assign. We need to enable it, right?
Yeah, we can do that. That's not done. I'm
Then
thinking of
one more thing we have changed here. Create here security group name. Is that
that. Whatever you can give, you can give it. Actually, I think they have changed some configuration settings. So that's the reason it's not actually allowing me to create this thing. Means what exactly it is been doing, that I need to find it out. Do one thing. Take a 15 minutes break. In the meanwhile, I'll check it out. Take 15 or 20 minutes break. Take 15 minutes break. I'm going to start a timer. So take a 15 minutes break. Take a 15 minutes break and come back. In the meanwhile, I will start it. Okay. Let me stop my sharing. Let me see something. But guys, please be back in 15 minutes.
sure, Ashok?
Sure, Ashok.
Ashok, where was the mistake, Ashok?
Yes, Ashwant, you were asking something.
Where was the mistake, Ashok?
Yeah, the VPC, which when we are created, actually we have selected as a default one. Means the tenancy was one here.
Okay.
If you go to this VPC, we actually the tenancy was we have selected as dedicated. It should be default. Because if we select dedicated, we have to create our own means along with the VPC, we have to mention the route tables and everything according to that, and the instances also. And it's our basic model, so we don't have that access. So that's the reason it messed up. Because in my organization, I actually do that one only. So in the flow, I did it.
To
But
change that, we need to go for actions, Ashok, here. Actions, and we need to...
here we can't be able to. We have to delete that VPC. You will never be able to change this tenancy. Never. So we have to delete
Again,
it.
we have to create the new VPC.
Yes, we have to create a new one. I just did that in the meanwhile when we are out. So I have to inform Nagesh also to delete it and have to create him again.
Yeah, sure. I'm there here.
So delete it and create it again. So let's go for the class. Okay, stop this timer. Okay, now where were we? So, okay, now this is a public IPv4 address. So here you see I have taken a different PEM file, right? Because the PPK file, as you know that to create a key pair, I've taken a demo PEM file. You remember this, right? When I'm creating it, have taken a demo.
Yes, Ashok.
New key pair. So I have taken a PEM file. Why I have taken it is that I will explain you further. So I have with the putty key generator, you will be having putty gen. Here you can just directly load and take that PEM file, means whatever they here it will be taking PPK. You just have to click all files. The PEM file you have downloaded from when you have clicked on it, you just taken this and open, and it will be asking you to save this file, means this SSH. This will be asking the where it is. This will be saving with the you have to provide your password and something else, whatever you want to give, and you can save it. If you save, it will be saving as a private key file. If it will be saying yes, and it will be asking of with which name you want to save this file. So I've saved it as demo and I've kept it. And after that, once you have saved it, just close it. That's it. Now I want to log in into this system. Let me log in first. So what was the one I have used? I have used Amazon
Linux.
Linux. Okay. What happened to this one? I'm sorry. Duplicate session.
I think we need to change that keeper Ashok over there. Once again.
No, we don't have to, because it's anyways it's demo only, so it automatically takes that one. It's actually not connecting it perfectly, means it is taking a little time. So today is totally still. Wait a minute. It is not actually accessing from the SSH machine, so maybe that may be the reason. It is a security group. Okay, this is the same thing only.
Showing 0 instances Ashok. Can you click on that EC2 on the top? Not here. Not here. EC2.
Okay.
Here 0 instances is showing here. Yeah, now it's okay. Now it is showing one.
It's always running, but the page has not been loaded. That's it. Wait a minute. I think the key pair is not working perfectly. Let me do that again. Did we keep the password? No, nothing is right. Oh, come on. Why you are making me do this today? It happens when we are not having perfect system. It's already I'm wasting my time. Do one thing. Go to dashboard. Let's see. It's no, it will not allow me to create. I'm going to get it. My laptop is having some issues. Does anyone share your screen? Maybe someone. So I will help you. Share your screen. It's not going to happen for me. I got it. I need to restart my system once. Have you deleted all the instances VPC?
Deleted, Ashok. Deleted.
Okay, just do it, John. Go on, go on.
So here, public, I will do that. So I did create it.
Sorry?
I didn't create it after deleting. So again.
Okay, 10.0.0.16, just give it that. 0.0.0.0. If you give this, you will be having 65,000 IPs with you. So that's the reason we give 10.0.0. Means you can give anything. I'm just saying 10.0. Why again you are creating VPC? Go to create subnets.
Public one you give, Nagesh.
Yeah.
.0 dot slash.
That's not coming.
Yeah, you can use 16, you can use 24, it's up to you. Wait a minute. Why it is coming public? Oh, you have kept name it as public.
Public, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Private. Zero.
No, 2.0. I think you have to go through. No, change the availability zone. You are giving if you are taking
Same zone it is.
if you are taking the same availability zone, the CIDR range should be different. You are already given 10.0.1.0 to 16. So already it has been many IP addresses are already been used.
Okay. Same problem should here also.
Mention 24. You have given 10.0.0.16, right?
0.1.016. So previous one for
Previous
public.
16.
It will not take 32.
16.
Give
22.
28. Give 28. Okay, wait a minute. What was the public subnet you have created? What was the range you have given? No, that's fine. Go to the public subnet. This is a private one, right?
10.0.1.0/16.
16 means in the 16 you are already been
Use 16.
no. It will not go. Go there and change it. Delete the public subnet. See, guys, the basic understanding. First thing. Suppose Ragesh has given 10.0.0.16. So now he has 1632 suffix 2 power 16 means it will be 65,000 IPs. Okay, that's fine. Now in the public subnet, again he got 10.0.0.1.0 and he is giving the suffix again 16. So if he, for that public subnet, he is again giving 16. So again, it is asking for the VPC to give all the IP ranges which are present, the 65,000 to that public subnet. Then when you are creating another subnet, how will be you will be able to get another IP addresses, because your IP address 10.0.0.16 already your IP addresses are being given in the public subnet. How will you be able to take more IP addresses? You are able to understand what I was.
Delete subnet.
Are you able to understand what I was saying? You will not be able
Yes,
to
yes,
edit that
Ashok.
one. You will not be able to edit the CIDR range. Once it has been given, you will not be able to edit it. You have to delete it, because you are already be given a range of 10.0.16. In that range, whatever the subnets are again, you are already giving what are the IP ranges you are already giving to one single subnet. How the second subnet will be able to access the other IP addresses? So it will obviously throw you an error saying that you can't create more than this.
D1.
I'm giving
10.0. 1.0 slash no 16 no 4. I think
So Nagesh,
not
just a
work.
minute. Do you understand what is AIDR? I have explained it 1 hour back. Do you understand what is AIDR?
Yeah, sure.
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 Sure. So then suppose what was the IP range you have given for the VPC? Just open a notepad. Notepad plus plus. I want you to write. If you have notepad plus plus, open it. Okay, now open a new page. Now what was the VPC range you have given?
16 I given.
Okay, so what was how many IP addresses are there for this VPC?
16 2 power 16.
Okay, do the calculations. Do the calculations. I want you to do the calculations.
6553.
1 minute. I will open that. 16 to power 16 means around 8.
65,536, I guess.
So this many possibilities.
Write down. First write down. Okay. Now I'm giving you the link. Now you tell me how many IP addresses will start from that one exactly.
Here.
2.0.0.1.
How many IP addresses will you able to means will be you are getting it. I want you to write.
65,534.
Yeah, you got it. So he is dividing by 256. That's fine. Okay, tell me what was the value? 2. Okay, write down.
I think these are sure.
Why 5?
Because up to here, maybe 1,000 we can go up to here. 1 minute. This is no.
Zero. It's 0, correct.
Yeah, 0 only. No.
The last one, will not be exactly 255.
255.
That is right. Nagesh, 255.
No, actually 0 to 255, 255. 4,000.
Here we'll have 255 counts. Then in the last thing, it will not display 255. It will be 254 only. Nagesh.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. See, the broadcast, you don't have to consider, you just provide what are the values are there. You don't have to consider that the broadcast is taking you, whatever the value, you are getting it for exactly for the 256 things, you have to mention it. The broadcast and the route, that's a different thing. When you are assigning it, you will take care. But when the value is there, you have to mention everything.
Yeah, I should take this one.
24.
Am I right? Ashok? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Ashwant, is it correct value?
No, Ashok. 255 it's going to come.
Nagesh, Ashwant told the answer. Okay, now this many IP ranges are there for this particular 10.0.0.16. Okay, now again, you are giving for the subnet, what was the value? Go for that. Go for it. Go for the value. What was the value you are giving? You just mention it in the notepad only.
So one I have given.
Okay.
1.0.
1.0 by 16 I have given one for the one thing.
That means I have given everything.
No,
Yeah.
you were giving 16 in the first place, and now you are giving 8. Give 8. Give 16. First give a 16. Okay, that's fine. Give 16. Okay, now tell me how many IP addresses will be there for this one.
This count only. Ashok?
Hmm?
This is the count for this one.
Okay, so if you start with this, so you have given all the IP addresses to this particular subnet only, right?
Yeah.
So before and now you were giving 8. Now give 8. Now tell me how many IP addresses will be there. Okay, do a calculation of 2 4 24.
This one.
Okay, just type it there.
Here we have only 65,000. It is showing 16 million.
Type it there. Type the answer.
IP addresses you are asking?
Answer. Exact.
So now tell me, Nagesh, what was the IP range you have given for the VPC? How many IP addresses are there for the VPC?
65,536.
Yeah, it is crossing more than.
So how the system, how the CIDR will be able to take the value which it doesn't have it? When you have given 8, you are asking the internet, means to the network, that I don't have the range, but I am giving this value, whether it will accept.
No, it won't accept.
Okay, that's the second. First thing, when you have given 10.0.1.0.16, okay, here how many IP ranges will be there? How many IP values will be there when you have given 16?
1.0.16. This one, sir?
Yes.
Apart from that, we are going to remove
Can same as first one.
first one.
So if you are giving the total IP addresses to a single subnet, if you are creating another subnet, will you be able to give the IP addresses? Do you have any IP addresses left? When if you are giving all the range here itself?
No, sure.
So what should be the value? Means whenever you have 65,036 IP ranges, you have to calculate how many for each subnet, how many values I should be giving, how many values I should be taking consideration. If it is 10.0.1.0, if you give 16, all the IP ranges are done here itself. All the IP ranges in the VPC are already been gone. If you create another subnet, if you go for another subnet, the system will never accept, because you don't have that IP addresses to create a new subnet, because logically you are already divided the VPC into a single subnet itself. So for that, you have to mention 10.0.1.0. It should be either 24, either 26, either 28, like that. You have to give less value, more value. So that if you go for 32 minus 28, so it's 2 to the power of 4.
Oh,
So how many
yes.
values will be present for you? So that many IP ranges it will be giving to you. If you are giving 24, so that will be 32 minus 24, 2 power 8, so means 256. For that subnet you are using only 256 IPs. Calculate this is the main thing I am saying. CIDR is the main important thing. If you don't understand, ask me again.
Sure.
You got it. Now I'm still
Got
asking you.
it.
If you still got it, if you don't, let me know.
You got it. Shall I go for different range value here? Previous one also.
No,
So
first thing you are creating for the first time, right? The subnet, because the old subnet was not there. You have deleted it.
yeah.
Okay, now continue.
So I'm giving here 24.
Nagesh, please do enter their public one. Yes. Private.
Yeah, you can keep it in the same region, same availability zone, or maybe to another availability zone. It's up to you. You can do it.
Yes.
Okay, create the route tables.
No. Select first. You need to unselect that. It is by default. Okay, now you create it. Yes. Subnets. No, not there. In route table subnets. Edit submit associate. Private.
So
Great. Not here.
no. I don't. In this system, I don't have putty actually.
Okay. Sorry. Putty is different and puttygen is different, Ashok.
Yeah, puttygen is actually for you to get your PEM file. To make it as a private key file, we use a putty generator.
I think Nagesh has to download puttygen.
Yeah, we'll look into it first. Like, have you created internet gateway?
Yes.
Can I stop sharing?
No. You have to do only. You have to only do it because mine is not working perfectly.
Okay. Otherwise, here in this system, putty not there actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Done.
download it.
Install it. Already downloaded. Go for downloads.
Downloaded here
Yes.
it is only,
Ah.
but it is
It's a
asking.
JPG. It's a JPG you have downloaded. Go for the 64 install.imsa. Click on that top 64-bit 86.
This only, no?
Yes, click on that.
Here it is.
Just open it.
Sorry for I'm wasting time.
Oh, this is the way you will learn, right? There's no time. You will learn like this only. You have connected the route table to the internet gateway, the routes.
No, sure.
Go to the route table. Go to the routes, the public one. Public.
Here only, no?
Yeah, in the public. Yeah, on the top of it, there will be routes. Go to the top. No, not this one. Click that. Open that. Open that one only. Okay. Oh, wait, are you in the route table or what? Go to the route table in the public RT. Yeah, just click on that. There will be routes on top.
This only, no?
Edit routes.
Edit
Here,
routes
edit routes.
and add that internet gateway. Add rule. Add route.
Which one I need to choose?
Used to.
Sorry.
What?
What are you doing? Just go back. Go back. Cancel it. What you are trying to do? Okay. Click. Go to routes. Edit routes. Add route. Mention 0.000. That's a internet protocol starting one. Go there. And
Local only, no?
internet gateway. Why we are working on that? We have created IGW, right? This public subnet has to have created the IGW.
Internet gateway.
Sure.
Have you created the internet gateway?
Yeah, created that also. But
Where you have created? If you have created, it would be showing here.
okay.
Go to VPC, Nagesh. Yes.
Oh, you are not attached to the VPC at all. First thing, attach it to the VPC.
Settings.
In the actions, there is attached to VP.
Okay. It's downloaded.
Okay, now go to the first one. Okay, we have done it. Go to the EC2 instance and create an EC2 instance.
We are not created that, right, Ashok?
Which
route
one?
Table. Edit
Oh,
routes.
sorry.
Edit routes.
Go to the edit routes and do that.
Here. Yes. Only for this public one, we'll be creating internet gateway, not for that.
Yes.
Yeah, status is okay.
Now, create an EC2 instance. How you're going to access it?
Launch instance.
Yeah, I need to download this key pair also.
No.
I need to download this one actually. Shall I go for new one otherwise?
You can create a
You
new
can
key
create
pair.
a new one. Oh, you have a different system. Okay. Launch instance.
No, create a new key pair.
Create a new pair.
Don't view .pem.ppk. Create directly .ppk. No,
Here. In private file format. .ppk. Yes.
Okay, go down and change the network settings. Go down and change the VPC and everything. Down, here. Click on edit. Give it as public, not private.
It's no topper.
Okay.
It should be enabled right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Click on launch instance.
I guess still more top now, guess. Here we're not gonna change this ID, Ashok VPC.
He has changed it, right? It's showing as public only. So it's the VPC
Change it, public
what he has created.
Okay.
Shall I go for launch?
Yeah, launch it. And open putty.
Putti Nagesh.
Still it is pending. It has
No. We'll try to find that Nag one in meanwhile.
Okay.
Okay. SSH, not there. No. Just move this. Oh, it's running. EC2 user.
Okay, now you are logged in. Do sudo su. You got okay. Sudo m update.
Sudo is m update.
It will update your system. Okay, so install sudo m install http sudo m
Next one.
install
What is it?
install httpd
DRS space.
http no space.
The D stands for Ashok.
httpd, that's actually the https one total. It will be taking all the http things like Apache, what we have done, that same Apache we are installing that httpd. Okay, now
Why Nagesh?
it has click S. Why? Now in the meanwhile, create another instance with the private subnet. Use the same key paste.
Scroll.
Yeah. Oh, that one.
Below. Yes, it is. It's in private only.
It's private only.
See, here we are taking public.
No,
Why is it that?
you can't assign. Keep it as disable only. You can't assign public IP because it's a private subnet. You will never be able to assign it. Same existing group. Use that same existing group. Yeah. Now launch wizard one. Yeah. Now launch it. So now go to the instances. Close that, remove that filter and open the instances.
No IP address is coming because it's public. No?
Why it is not coming?
Public. It won't share to anyone.
No, it's a private thing.
No, private thing. Yeah, private thing.
Address we are getting, IP4 we are getting, right?
See, now how you are gonna connect to this instance?
By using this IPv4 address 10.00.2.39.
Okay, how we are going to connect to that?
Like we'll be extracting from Putty. We are in a
Okay.
public thing,
Okay.
and we'll go for IP config, and we'll mention this.
Okay.
I'm telling blindly. I'm like comparing mine. I don't know. Like, there it is.
Okay. Do one thing. First, we have to generate a PEM file. Means open that PPK file. Click on Edit Notepad++.
New tab. Go to that Nag. That was a keeper, right? We have created Nag 3. Nag 1.
Edit in Notepad++.
Can I change your PPK file like that, Ashok?
Wait a minute. I need to see where exactly it starts for you. Wait a minute. Just be on the line.
Sure.
Because it's a private RSA key. So what exactly it shows, I need to see. It's totally different lines. So we have to have this one.
Ashok, meanwhile, can he download Puttigen?
No, for that, what he will do, because this is a PPK file, so we have to go to your instance once. Let's see whether we can install putty there itself and try to get that PEM file.
Can I?
No.
Go to your key pairs once. I just want to see one thing.
Go to the search bar.
Okay, click on Nog1 and try to import that pair file which you are having.
Actions.
Import key pair. Mention key pair name Nog1. Browse.
Downloads.
Yeah.
Change the format. Open.
Name would be clashing.
Yeah, you go give on. Just go down. The file has been taken in the PPK file only. Actually, I'm trying to generate a PEM file so that you can log into the instance directly.
You can do that. Ashok, PEM file.
PEM file again we have to download. Wait a minute. Just a minute, guys. Okay, we need this SPPK file, pen file only. You don't have the putty generator. Wait a minute.
Can I create Ashok that file again?
For that you need putty generator.
Oh.
You don't have putty gen also, right?
Yeah, I will install, no problem.
We need to have putty gen, not putty gen. GN. Just download it, and the meanwhile I'm just coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, scroll it, scroll it. So this is not the site. Download Python for Windows. There. Second option. Yes. Yes.
I think this is also not related site. Here is there. 64 boot. Oh,
You got.
it is asking.
Not that. Give the cancel thing. Cancel. No, cancel.
What exactly you are downloading?
I sent one link. See that.
Sure, definitely.
Yes, Ashok. Got.
Okay, now actually we have to convert the ppk file into pem file. For actions load, in the actions choose load. No, just a minute. In the top of it, there is the file, right? SSHRA.
RSS.
Just copy paste that. Just copy it, everything inside everything, whatever you are having, just copy it.
Yeah, copied Ashok.
Paste it in the notepad plus plus. I just want to see.
Same thing, it will come also.
Yeah,
No,
already.
the lines will be different.
Okay.
Keep the control A and view as a word wrap. View on the view word wrap.
This only, no?
No, yeah, it was showing that much.
Yes, sir.
How many lines are there?
Just 3 lines. This only there.
Okay, go to it. You have just enter it, and from the menu at the top of that means just go to the, just show me the window, show me the footage. Yeah, on the top of it, there will be file. Click on file. File export. Okay, no. Go to key. Go to key. Go to key. There is an export option. There export open SSH key. Export in the conversations. In the conversations.
Next.
In the conversations, there will be export open SSH key. Just take it. Yeah. Yes. Click on yes. It will be saved as .pem. Give the name. Give the name. Give the name. .pem.
Dot. Not temp, pem.
Yeah.
PEM.
Sirf just pem, not pem. Pem. Okay, save it.
Now.
Okay, now go to the download. See that file.
Yes, it is there, Ashok. Now.
Just open that pem file. Open that pem file. Yeah, this is the one we needed. Now go to your instance. EC2 instance. Means in the putty. See this one. This
Not
one.
that putty. Go for putty.
Okay, there create a pem file with nag1.pem.
Okay, I need to restart Ashok once again. That's
Yeah, clear the duplicate session. That's fine. Duplicate session. Make it as duplicate session.
yeah.
It will only load. Now create a pem file.
Just shall I type create?
What are the commands to create a file?
Oh, sorry.
Touch, Ashok. Touch. Nag, pem. Nag 1.2.
Why you are creating the .txt file?
No. TOUCH.
use Vim also. You can use Vim. You can use Touch. We can use VI. It's
VI,
up to you.
Nano.
I guess now, what was the file name?
NAG12.
No, you can keep anything in your local, and here also, what was the file name you want to keep it? The what should be the I am saying PEM file. So PEM file means it should end with an approximation of .pem. Create the file name Vim or maybe Touch. Mentioned it as .pem. Whatever may be the name, you can keep it. Mentioned as .pem. Enter. Now copy paste whatever you have been copied from the Notepad++ for that PEM file.
The recent one, Ashok.
Yes.
This one, sir.
Yes. Copy it exactly.
Right click.
Enter there.
Right click, Nagesh.
Yeah, clicking.
Escape. Semicolon WQ.
Okay, now change the mode file. ch mode 400 knock.pem.
Shift mode. What?
I guess what is the command to change the ownership of a file?
File. Move. Sorry, sir, not remembering that. Only one time I practiced that.
I guess if you are saying one time practice doesn't work out, I'm frankly saying, because see, ch, you are saying,
Mode.
I said ch mode. You are saying ch, you are giving space and giving mode. When you have listened the class or maybe you have practiced once, to modify a file, what was the command? See, I'm telling you guys again and again, if you are
CH
not
modify
good at the
to
Linux basics, you will not be able to work it out.
CH
The
mod.
basics are the main important thing. I'm telling you again and again and again. Your basics should be good. If you are not able to write the basics perfectly, then it will be a problem for you only. See, I will teach my class, I will leave. That's it. I don't care. But it's up to you. You have to work it out. CH mode. There is no space in between.
MOD. Only MOD.
Mode.
Give 400. Why I'm giving 400, Nagesh?
Read.
Okay, read.
We are giving only read option for this one.
And enter the file name. Enter it. Now go to your AWS console.
Ashok, CH1 will work out here, Ashok.
CH1, what is that? It's ownership, right?
Ownership of the file.
I am just changing the modification of the file, right? I'm just changing it. How exactly? Go to your instances and open that private instance. Okay, click on the connect. SSH client. Now you have saved a PEM file and you are using to connect the IP address, what should be the command? It has been given to you how to connect. Take the example.
We need to
Take the
fourth step. We
example.
need to perform.
You don't have to perform anything. Just take the example because already it is there. You have already created a PEM file. You already have the private instance IP. Just go copy that one and change the PEM file name which you have kept. Just kept that name. Just keep that name. What was the name? Nog.pem. Remove one.
Nag one to I have given Ashok here. That.
No,
Nagesh,
no.
what was the file name, Nagesh, you have given on
Okay,
that block?
okay. Nag, yeah.
Enter. Yes.
Can't waste.
See, now you are connected to a private instance. This is called Bastion host. The public instance will act as a bridge to connect to the private instance. That instance is called Bastion host. Remember this, guys. I think it's already 3.5 hours. I don't want to waste your time. I will connect tomorrow. But the I just want to mention Bastion host. The public instance act as a private instance to connect to the private instance. The public instance will be act as a bridge. That is called as Bastion host. This is called as a Bastion host. So if I go further, you will not be able to access because I want to create an ad gateway. So tomorrow, before starting the class, create everything, get ready into the SSH into the this machine private instance and be ready. I'll be just creating an ad gateway and I will be creating an elastic IP and I will be accessing how exactly we have done it. I will be explaining that. Up to now, whatever you have done, I think I will upload the video. You can go through it, but end of the day, you have to tomorrow at same time 11 o'clock, 11 or maybe 9. Okay, 9 o'clock, 9:30 like that. 9:30, consider 9:30, and just be ready with all the instances, subnets, route tables, and logging with the instance and creating just like this. And we will be discussing about the NAT gateway elastic IP. And after that, I will be explaining about the load balancers also. If you have any questions on this, let me know. I will explain and we'll close the call in max 5 minutes.
Nagesh, do you have any doubts, Nagesh?
No.
Practice it. If you don't have also, practice it today. And once you are done, delete all the instances. First, terminate the instances. And after that, just directly go to the VPC, delete the VPC. It will automatically delete everything according to that.
Sure.
Any doubts? Any doubts, guys?
No, sir. We'll practice, sir. We'll practice and we'll get back to you.
Sure. Whatever we have done, do you guys have understood at least what we have going to do, what we have done?
Yeah, sure. Sure. As you showed yesterday for us, VPC, how that like through one line it is connected to other line. In backend, does this perform that task, Ashok?
Yeah, we have done it right now, right?
We have done, but then you have showed us the example with in the VPC.
Yeah, the diagram which you are talking about it.
Oh, exactly, Ashok.
Yeah, I want to complete that one today because my system is also not working perfectly. So that was the reason it took a lot of time. As I said, it's two different regions. See, now the private subnet was in a different region The public subnet was in different region, but we were able to SSH into that machine.
Okay.
But connecting to the internet, for that we have to use a NAT gateway that I will be explaining, but not right now.
After using that, we'll get the entire diagram from one to public, public to like that.
Yeah, public to public subnet. It's already connected the internet gateway, but to have these private instances to get some data from the internet, we have to connect it to the NAT gateway that we will be talking about tomorrow.
Okay.
Have you closed the instances? Have you terminated the instances? If you have terminated the instances, automatically you can delete the VPC. First terminate the instances, then go for deleting the VPC.
Or select both. Then act. No. Stop.
You can directly terminate it. That's fine. But whatever you have done, make sure to practice it. And I'm telling you guys again and again, please be prepared for the basics. Make sure your basics are good. If you are not good, then it's your loss only. I'm telling you again and again. Make sure to have a good basics.